It's day 4 of the traffic experiment I've been running this week. So I'm going to show you how I'm driving, hopefully, large volumes of traffic for free to a brand new website and a brand new niche. And I'm going to show you how you can copy me too. So welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney and I'm here to help you get more website traffic and then show you how to convert that into profit. So subscribe now and you'll get a whole heap of videos that will help you to do that. So today we're going to have a look at the analytics over the last 24 hours. I think we started this experiment around 72 hours ago. So we're going to have a look at all the results so far. I'm going to show you how I did it and how you can copy me. So every day this week, I've been showing you a step involved in one of the methods from my Traffic Secrets course. It's probably the most difficult method that I teach, but it is still really easy. There's just a few extra steps involved. So every day I'm walking you through an extra step. And today we're on the third step of the method. And we're going to create column content, or it's sometimes called skyscraper content. So I'm going to show you how to do that because this is very popular. People want to share it. People want to promote it. Search engines love it. But we're not going to worry too much about the search engine aspect. We just want traffic really fast. However, we do need to be thinking about the long term. So if we're going to put work into something, spend time on it, we want to maximize those results, right? We want the most traffic and the most profit from anything that we do on the internet. So I'm going to make sure that you are maximizing everything today. So check out yesterday's stats. So this is how things looked yesterday. I was really impressed. So the first 24-hour period got almost 500 visitors. The first 48-hour period got almost 1,000. And now we're into the first 72-hour period. So let's have a look at Google Analytics. And here we are. You can see that this is live. There's no messing around here. And look at the growth. So we are hitting almost 1,500 visitors. So these are unique visitors. Let's have a look at the page views so you can see for yourself. Okay, almost 2,000 page views in the last 24 hours. That is pretty amazing stuff. So all combined, look at that. We're one short of 2,500 unique visitors. How crazy is that? So we're continuing to build a little audience here. I am collecting email addresses now. I'm building a list. And every time I publish content, I'm emailing that to my list. Around 1,500, almost 1,500 visitors in the last 24 hours. Just short of 2,000 page views in a single day. Pretty good, right? So let's have a look at the countries so we can verify that this is profitable traffic and it's not junk or anything like that. So click on country here. And there we go, 69% from the United States, 12% from Canada, 4% from the United Kingdom, 3% from Australia. And again, these are the most profitable countries that we can hope to get traffic from. So how am I getting this? Well, I'm going to show you. Let's go to, where are we? Let's go to acquisition. We go to all traffic channels. Okay, here, check this out, okay? So here, referral traffic, that is the most. So as you can see, let's go in reverse order. So the least popular source of traffic for us right now is organic search. That's Google, Yahoo. So it's a brand new website. We're not going to index the content in Google very effectively at the moment. That will change in time. But right now, we can't really rely on Google. Social traffic, so social media. And that's probably where you are at right now. You're probably promoting stuff on social media and hoping that will get you some traction. As you can see, for a brand new website with pretty decent content, and I'll show you how to make the same kind of content in a sec. But even with, pretty good content, the social aspect is coming in at around 5% of the traffic direct. So that's things like mailing lists make up for about 6% of the traffic, but 87%, heading towards 90% of the traffic, 2,190 unique visitors come from referral traffic. What is referral traffic? That is other websites, other blogs, other sources that are not either search engines, social media, email lists, or paid traffic, or anything like that. So this is leveraging other people's websites. I am getting a little bit of traffic from Twitter. Influencers are shouting me out on there, and that's getting picked up on other websites. So you can see that we're now leveraging the popularity of other people's websites to drive traffic to our own. So 1,500, almost 1,500 unique visitors, almost 2,000 page views in the last 24 hours. So how am I doing this? Well, I'm using a technique called column content. You might know it as skyscraper content. It's basically awesome content that is like the definitive guide to X, or the ultimate guide to X. So I'm going to head back to the computer now. I'm going to walk you through creating this type of content for yourself. So remember, the niche that I've chosen is photography. I've drilled down into a sub niche, which is macro photography. And now we're going to create a piece of content that is going to be filled with macro photography tips. For this, we go to Google, we type in something like the ultimate guide to macro photography, and we start analyzing the content that is on the front page of Google. We do this because we want long-term results, don't we? So we're going to have a look at our competition and we're going to improve it. We're going to make better content than them, and we're going to add more value to our niche than anyone else. So that's an essential component of succeeding online. You know, so many people are focused on making money. They're worried about what they can get instead of what they can give. True success happens when you start to give, and give freely. Look at anybody who is successful in what they do. They are giving content, they're giving of themselves, and they're not really asking for too much in return. And that's how you do it. You demonstrate your value so people can see that you're legit, you're the real deal, you care about their progress. And you demonstrate that through helping them for free, irrespective of if they buy. And what happens is the sales and the money is a side effect of that, of giving that value, of demonstrating that you do know what you're talking about, you do care about the progress. People will see that. People are not stupid. If you come at them with just pitch after pitch after pitch about what you can get, they ain't going to tolerate that. You know, you gotta be cool with people in order to be successful. That's how everyone does it. What we do is we get a list of the front page of Google, all the best content in our niche, so the ultimate guide to macro photography. Then we go back to Google, open up a new tab, and we go keyword density checker. Now, in 2014, Matt Cutts said that keyword density was not that relevant. I don't know how much you trust Matt Cutts, but he's got a history of lying, and I'm sure that Danny Sullivan, who has now replaced Matt Cutts, will employ the same disinformation techniques. So we got to take anything that Google says with a pinch of salt. They want to deter people from manipulating the search engine rank. So keyword density, it's not as important as it used to be, but we still need to be aware of it. There's certain limits, a threshold that we cannot cross. So we can use any keyword density tool. They all work in the same way pretty much. I'm using the Internet Marketing Ninjas one. So make sure we've got that URL, paste it into the checker, hit check, and here it's going to tell us a whole heap of information. So there are 4,231 words on this page. So here we want to grab this, information, pull in Notepad, paste it in there. Then we want to make sure we've got two phrases. So macro photography, the count is 16 words. 16 words, so 16 words and 0.3%. So let's tidy this up a little bit. So we take a note of that. We might want to add the the actual title in there as well, if we can grab that. So paste that in there. And then what you would do is go through the SERPs and have a look at all the best content on the front page. Duplicate this kind of thing. So go through the second position, third position, get all this information and have a look for patterns. We need to see the similarities between every article on the front page. So we have a look at the keyword density. We have a look at how many links are on the page, how many actual words, images. We find the things that every page has got in common, and then we attempt to model that. So I'm going to show you how to model that right now. What we do is have a look at the content. We see that this is probably going to be skyscraper content. So we have a look at how they're covering the topic. We take note of all the headings or the subheadings that they're looking at. We use the resources these sites are linking to. And then we also add value to our own niche. So we don't just take that content and copy it as is. What we do, and we certainly don't spin it either, we create something based on our own knowledge, our own hat-centric passion for that niche, and we talk about our own experiences, our own hands-on experiences, and the little shortcuts and little techniques that we find through our own experience of that niche. So we add all that into the article, but we can also add even more value than that. Okay, so if we go to scholar.google.com, we can type in our niche, so it's photography, and here we're going to get back loads of academic information about our niche, and we can use this and we can cite it in our content, and this helps gives us credibility because we're citing proper recognized authoritative sources and we're using that content, so some of that authority and credibility rubs off on us. So we would get interesting facts and data about our niche from Google Scholar, use that in our article as well. So we could also go to Google News, type in our niche, and here we're going to have the latest developments in our niche. And what's really good about this is it's going to help keep our content up to date. So it has this air of freshness around it. It's really current, and that makes it really shareable. And we can take portions of the content from news websites. I'll explain what I mean by this. So look at this article, what next for photography in the age of Instagram? So we could quote Shane O'Hannigan, who wrote this article, or there's a chance that he has already quoted recognizable industry figures, and then we can take that quote, obviously link back to the source and credit the source, but we can take that quote and we can use that inside our content as well. Now this gives us another opportunity to tag or to contact someone else in our industry who might be able to promote us. So if you're quoting someone, let them know. Contact them, say, hey, I've quoted you here, just thought I'd let you know. And then there's a probability they will then share that article for you. Okay, and there's one more thing that I want to show you. So I'm going to assume that you're using WordPress to create this content. So in WordPress, install the Yoast SEO plugin. This is going to be really beneficial to you. So when you're creating your content, there's actually two things I want to show you here. So the first one is cornerstone content. When you're creating these skyscraper articles, I want you to switch on mark as cornerstone content. When that's on, that tells Google and other search engines that this content is among the most important on your website. So it should treat it more favorably than other content. So that's really important. We set that for all our skyscraper content. So the second thing that I want to show you is the focus keyword. Remember a few minutes ago I mentioned keyword density, where it's not that important, but it's still important enough for us to pay close attention to it. Well, here, this tool, if we put in the focus keyword, as you can see on this article, I'm writing about content curation. Here, it's telling me that the exact match keyword density is 0.5%, which is too low because it was found 3 times. So in this instance, I would need to increase the amount of times I mention content curation in my article. And that's why we're using the Yoast SEO tool, because it will help keep us in line with what Google expects. And it's better to have too few keywords than too many. What we don't want to do is trigger spam filters and then have our content sandboxed or de-indexed or pushed further down in the SERPs because it's been penalized. What we want to absolutely avoid all that, so we can use Yoast SEO to help keep us on the right track. So I know I've given you an awful lot of information and content to think about today, and that's why I've broken each of the steps involved in this method down and sharing each one day by day, because I don't want to overwhelm you. I want to give you a task every single day, a new task that's going to take you a few minutes to do. And the Traffic Secrets course follows that exact same formula. So every day you get a new task that's going to help you to increase your traffic. So I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to show you the results again tomorrow over the next 24 hours. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to have a day off from promoting, but what I'm still going to do is document the results. So even though I'm not doing any active promotion or content creation or anything like that, I'm still going to document what kind of results we get when we take a day off. We all need time off, right? What I'm going to do is on Saturday, I'm not going to promote my content, not going to create any new content. I'm just going to document how much traffic we get from zero work. So that is passive traffic. And any profit that we get from that is completely passive income. So you're going to see what kind of results we get on Saturday. We might not get any, but we'll find out. And then check in tomorrow to see what kind of results we get over the next 24 hours. But maybe you want some traffic strategies right now. So I'm going to give you 3 brand new traffic strategies that you might not have seen before. You can get them completely for free. Everything that I give you is for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. And if you found this useful, hit the like button below. Let me know if you want more of this stuff tomorrow, and I will do that for you. And remember to hit the little notification bell when you subscribe now, because that will notify you when I upload another video, which is going to be tomorrow. So thank you very much for checking this out. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.